Hi, I'm Ryan Early, Columbus Technical College, Public Speaking, 12951. With me today I have Terry Early, Kathy Haywood, and Robin Welch. Here's my outline. I'm sure everyone in the audience can relate to crime, whether you yourself know someone who's been in trouble with the law, or you've been in trouble, or you just maybe watch crime shows on TV. The sources that I'll be using are a book called Criminal Justice in Action, The Core, 4th edition, pages 5 through 10, and an Introduction to Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice, 2nd edition, pages 37 through 51. According to these texts, the definition of crime is a wrong against society proclaimed by law. There are two categories of crime: a felony, which is a more serious crime. It is punishable by a year or longer in a corrections institution, or a misdemeanor, which is a lesser crime, usually punished by a fine or up to a year in a county jail. There's two ways in which society decides that acts are criminal. Consensus model, which is when all the members of a society get together and decide that an act should be made criminal, through the voting process or something like that. There's also the conflict model, which is when individuals with political or economic power decide what is best for society. An example of this is the Patriot Act, enacted after the terrorist attacks, where the government got together and decided on a format for prosecuting terrorists and making any kind of terrorist threat or any activity a more serious crime, to where police didn't need probable cause to come and arrest someone if they were suspected of terrorism. All they would need is suspicion under this, and that's an example of conflict model. Under those two models, we come to a broader definition of crime, which is any act punishable under criminal law, any offense against society as a whole, or any offense that is punished by state-determined sanctions and prosecuted by an attorney in a court of law. The difference between crime and deviance. Deviance is an act that just doesn't conform to societal norms, like public drunkenness, illegal drug use. Those are crimes. They tend to be misdemeanors, but the whole of society usually views them as just deviant behaviors. How do deviant acts become criminal acts? That only happens when the majority of members of society decide that they should be criminal acts. As in the earlier part of the century, where cocaine and heroin and stuff were used as pharmaceuticals, until society saw the outcome of that and decided that we should make these products criminal, or any acts involving them a criminal act. There are many different types of crime. We have violent crime, which includes murder, sexual assault, rape, or any coerced sexual act, assault and battery, or any threats of violence, and also robbery. You have property crime, which is the most common form of crime committed. They include shoplifting, larceny, theft, burglary, and arson. Public order crime, that's a common crime you can run into on any weekend night. Public drunkenness, prostitution, gambling, illegal drug use, all those will fall under public order crimes. White collar crime is any crime that's committed by a corporation or any member of an organization, like a business, to gain a business advantage or monetary gain through the corporation's actions, like fraud, bribery, tax evasion. These types of acts are white collar crime. You have organized crime, which are crimes committed by illegal organizations. Usually involves the illegal exchange of goods and services, such as narcotics or firearms trafficking. A newer type of crime is high-tech crime. It's linked to the increased use of computers and electronics in everyday life. Crimes that fall under this would be selling pornography, soliciting to minors, and all types of fraud committed, through the internet or other electronic devices. Now that we've reviewed all the elements of crime, types of crime, and how acts are considered criminal, you can come to a more understanding of what a crime actually is defined as. We stated that crime comes in two types: felonies or misdemeanors. It's decided through a consensus model, which is society as a whole deciding, or a conflict model, which is those in power deciding for us what should be illegal. We said that anything that is punished by state sanctions and prosecuted in a court of law can be considered a crime. Crime is not deviance. Deviance just goes against societal norms, and deviant acts only become criminal when society decides that they should be. We listed violent crime, property crime, public order crime, white collar crime, organized crime, and high-tech crime. Those are all the areas of crime, and any criminal act that you encounter could be placed within any of these categories. And that is the definition of crime and all that it entails. Is there any questions?
Do you know what they do if somebody continuously is an offender?
For felonies in the state of Georgia, if you commit 3 related felonies, you can be sentenced to 25 years to life. As far as misdemeanors go in the state of Georgia, if you habitually commit the same misdemeanors or related misdemeanors upon like your 4th charge, or like a DUI, public drunkenness, something like that, it will become a felony. And if you continue to repeat after that, it will figure into that 3 strikes law, where you too can be in prison for 25 years of life if you keep on the path that you're going. Anything else?
Wait, how does the 3 strikes law work again?
If you commit 3 serious felonies, usually related, like kidnapping or burglary, arson, anything like that. If you have a history of committing felonies like that, or sexual assaults, anything like that, upon your 3rd conviction, you could be sentenced to 25 years to life in the Georgia correctional system. Anything else? All right. Thank you very much.